The Untouchables. Who were they and why they became untouchables? By Babasaheb Ambedkar. Part 3, Chapter 7, 3. The racial theory of untouchability not only runs counter to the results of anthropometry, but it also finds very little support from such facts as we know about the ethnology of India. That the people of India were once organized on a tribal basis is quite well known, and although the tribes have become castes, the tribal organization still remains intact. Each tribe was divided into clans, and the clans were composed of groups of families. Each group of families had a totem, which was some object, animate or inanimate. Those who had a common totem formed an exogamous group, popularly known as Gotra or Kula. Families having a common Gotra were not allowed to intermarry, for they were supposed to be descended from the same ancestor, having the same blood running in their veins. Having regard to this fact, an examination of the distribution of the totems among the different castes and communities should serve as a good test for determining rates, as anthropometry has been. Unfortunately, the study of totems and their distribution among different communities has been completely neglected by students of sociology. This neglect is largely due to the current view propagated by the census commissioners that the real unit of the Hindu social system and the basis of the fabric of Hindu society is the subcaste founded on the rule of endogamy. Nothing can be a greater mistake than this. The unit of Hindu society is not the subcaste, but the family founded on the rule of exogamy. In this sense, the Hindu family is fundamentally a tribal organization and not a social organization as the subcaste is. The Hindu family is primarily guided in the matter of marriage by consideration of Kul and Gotra, and only secondarily by considerations of caste and subcaste. Kul and Gotra are Hindu equivalents of the totem of the primitive society. This shows that the Hindu society is still tribal in its organization, with the family at its base observing the rules of exogamy based on Kul and Gotra. Castes and subcastes are social organizations which are superimposed over the tribal organization, and the rule of endogamy enjoined by them does not go away with the rule of exogamy enjoined by the tribal organizations of Kul and Gotra. The importance of recognizing the fact that it is the family which is fundamental and not the subcaste is obvious. It would lead to the study of the names of Kul and Gotra prevalent among Hindu families. Such a study would be a great help in determining the racial composition of the people of India. If the same Kul and Gotra were found to exist in different castes and communities, it would be possible to say that the castes, though socially different, were racially one. Two such studies have been made, one in Maharashtra by Risley and another in the Punjab by Mr. Rose, and the result flatly contradict the theory that the untouchables are racially different from the Aryans or the Dravidians. The main bulk of the population in Maharashtra consists of Marathas. The Mahars are the untouchables of Maharashtra. The anthropological investigation shows that both have the same Kul. Indeed, the identity is so great that there is hardly a Kul among the Marathas which is not to be found amongst the Mahars, and there is no Kul among the Mahars which is not to be found amongst the Marathas. Similarly, in the Punjab, one main stock of the people consists of Jats. The Mazhabi Sikhs are untouchable, most of them being Chamars by caste. Anthropological investigation shows that the two have the same Gotra. Given these facts, how can it be argued that the untouchables belong to a different race? As I have said, if totem, Kul and Gotra had any significance, it means that those who have the same totem must have been kindred. If they were kindred, they could not be persons of different race. The racial theory of the origin of untouchability must therefore be abandoned. The end.